300,000 students from China, a third of all foreign students.
Chinese students overseas have been increasing 20% each year.
Chinese students make up the largest number of foreigners studying in the US.
进入今天的夜线约见，我们要来关注的是美国的学术能力评估测试，也就是 SAT 考试。
Chinese nationals are the fastest growing student population in the United States.
Chinese students wanting to study abroad.
据您了解，目前中国考生大概每年会有多少人？
每年有约17万人次左右。
A is a college admissions officer from Finland in America and travels around the world to study abroad students.
I'm one of the millions of Chinese students to study abroad. We are all different. Different backgrounds, different motivations, different stories to tell. Every year, over 500,000 of us leave friends and family to begin this new chapter in our lives. We all have different reasons for doing this. Some to seek a better education, to gain more independence, and others to discover and experience a new culture and a way of life. Through hearing the stories of Nicole, Max, and Chen Chen, you can experience what thousands of Chinese students experience each year. One of the most crucial exams that Chinese students undergo in his or her education is the Gaokao exam. This exam is a fundamental step for every Chinese student to enable access to higher education in China. Without this, access to higher education would not be possible. Each year, approximately 10 million students take the Gaokao, University Entrance Exam.
I think for me, because I entered Finland University through Gaokao, I think it's good for now, yeah.
就考试很难，但是也还好。
It is very difficult.
Very hard. I was under a lot of pressure.
In China's society, I think Gaokao is comparatively a fair way to select students into college.
Why so many Chinese students go to study abroad?
Maybe they just prefer the education abroad because compared with universities in other countries, I think some Chinese universities do have some disadvantages.
Hi, my name is Sifei Wang, or Jeffrey if you will, and I'm a teacher at New Oriental School. I'm teaching SAT reading part and also the SAT2 chemistry part. I think most students want to go abroad to expand their horizon, I think. Mostly because the Chinese education system is not perfect, like maybe from their parents' perspective, and they want to go abroad, maybe like on their own or just like follow their parents' order, just go abroad. Maybe they don't have a clear reason why they want to go abroad. But I think mainly the reason is they don't think the Chinese education is the best. And the second, I think maybe because everybody else, it's a trend, you know, like people going abroad and get a bachelor degree or a master degree and then come back and they can get a better job. And I think that's another reason.
At the end of middle school, by taking the SSAT, students can access American high schools. By doing so, access to foreign universities is made easier. 2. Most of us, however, make the decision to study abroad after completing high school education, following the Chinese system. In this case, students must pass other exams beyond Gaokao, such as SAT and ACT.
My name is Andrew Todd. I'm the General Manager for ACT Education Solutions. So I'm based here in Shanghai, but I run operations globally for the international division of ACT. So ACT is our parent company, we're a wholly owned subsidiary. So the test, well, we have to go back to the origins to give you an idea of how it came about. So in the late 1950s, another test existed, the SAT existed in America already, and a couple of people that were on the board that advised the SAT had actually done a presentation in Princeton saying the test needs to change to better meet the needs of students in America. You know, the education was changing in America. So they actually started to develop a new test, which was really to identify students that were already ready to study at any university at the freshman level. So it wasn't just for elite students, it wasn't an IQ test. So the test itself in its original format, and that has never changed, tested English, so the mechanics of English, reading, so reading comprehension, science and mathematics.
My name is Yvonne. I graduated from School of Journalism at Fuda University. I'm currently studying at Harvard University, majoring in developmental psychology. I'm teaching ACT writing here at New Oriental School in Shanghai.
What's the methodology you're using to make students write better?
That's a good question. So I get them explore more by reading a lot of materials. I would recommend press releases and VOA and other news releases for them to read. And after that, they can accomplish and digest different memories and materials. After that, they can generate a style for themselves. That's how I teach students. In addition to that, I encourage students to speak in my class instead of just listening. So for them to generate their idea, it's better for them to speak for themselves and debate with each other.
Every year, thousands of students from all over China make this momentous trip to Hong Kong, and I did too. This exam determines whether our students can study abroad or not. So, as you can imagine, both the preparation and taking an exam is a stressful time, but nonetheless, it has to be done. I suppose you could say, no pain, no gain.
你们来自哪个地方？来自哪里？南京是吧？对。为什么要参加这个 ACT？
他们要考试。
要去美国是吧？
我也出去吧。
高中毕业了没他们？
没有。
还没毕业是吧？高二是吧？会不会参加中国的高考？
他们这个课程不一样。
课程不一样的是吧？第一次参加吗？感觉怎么样？有点紧张是吧？你们来自哪儿啊？
北京。
北京是吧
？Yeah。
为什么要参加这个 ACT？
啊？
为什么要参加 ACT？
小孩要考试啊。
要去美国是吧？
要去美国留学。
我能跟这个。哎，我不想看，我要那个。
For SAT and ACT, first they're both the admission tests for American colleges, and but I think the functions are equal. They're the same thing when they use it to apply for a college. The only difference, the contents are different. Actually, for SAT, it focuses on the reading, writing, and also the math. And for ACT, it has another section called the science section, which actually tests the students whether students can think in a scientific way.
My name is Nicole Chang, and I am 14 years old.
My name is Chen Xuan, and I'm from Taiwan. I study in Shanghai High School International Division, and I'm 17 right now.
I am in 9th grade. I am currently a freshman in SHSID Shanghai High School International Division.
My name is Max, and I'm studying in Shanghai Maritime University right now, but I'm planning to go to Australia next year.
I want to go to Switzerland for college next year.
For me, studying abroad personally is because I think my personality fits more of a Western side. Because I am in international school, I make foreign friends, and it's just like a cultural diffusion and cultural blending, and I like the life in a Western way, as well as the Eastern way, of course, but I want to try something different. I want to study abroad. I want to see new cultures. I want to see new people. And of course, the States, Hollywood has a lot of dance studios. I really want to go there.
I chose to go abroad because I feel like staying in one place for over 16 years is too much. I want to explore the world.
So it's not about education, it's more about fun.
It's 60-40. I really want to study there because I've heard that the education over there is really good.
Beyond studying abroad to experience high-quality education, there is much more to it. As many of us can tell you, I was motivated by to study abroad, but autonomy given to students abroad.
Hello, I'm Kevin, and I'm from Shanghai United International School. And it's my second time to stand on the stage to be the debaters, and I think it's my honor. And I'm also the member of the school debate club, and I think it's very meaningful. First, I can improve my critical thinking, and also I can know what the other students thinking, and to improve myself, because like the one Chinese code, the three people together, one it must be your master, and I think I can really learn a lot from it. And secondly, I'm the international student, and all my teachers and students is foreigner, and I think joining this competition can also improve my the action in the school, and also it is very vital for me to apply to the foreigner country university, and it can be counted as the creative, like the creative and the activity, and like you know, the core of the study is not just learning from the book.
We are encouraged to be free and critical thinkers. It is understood that learning can exist beyond academics, which is why we see more and more Chinese students give importance to the extracurricular activities.
Pretty, right? Watery eyes, high cheekbones, and also hybrid
looks can deeply affect whether they become famous or not. In the research, 69% to 31% had said that the prettier you look, the more you can be remembered by people. Or in other words, sometimes people that look ugly can be discriminated by most people.
Looked at the education system. So all of the Western education system, thank you Mr. Socrates and Aristotle, and then we looked at, especially North Asia, so China, Korea, other places in North Asia, predominantly Confucian tradition. So the students in those different traditions, there are different expectations. It doesn't mean one system is better or one system is not as good. The expectations of the education systems are different. There's a mismatch between how the students have been taught. So that, the one education system was promoting rote memorization. So it's a fantastically powerful skill for a student to have, and you need it. If you're a Chinese speaker, you need to have that powerful memory just to learn read and write the language. But a lot of it was to do with how the education traditions evolved. So in the Confucian tradition, you would learn law, you would learn language, you would take the exam, you get a job in the government. It was only up through the social stratas. In the Socratean and Aristotelian tradition, they were taught debate was the way to go, and argument and discovery. So in the West, that's how our education system evolves. So students are taught to debate, and they're taught to inquiry-based learning. They find out stuff for themselves. They do experiments. They screw the experiments up sometimes, and they a lot of it is a learning by trial and error until they come to a synthesis of knowledge. So students that come from either tradition, put them in the other tradition, they're going to struggle.
One of the most important reasons why I left to study abroad are my parents. Many parents, like my own, have made huge sacrifices and investments to give their children a better life. We want to achieve amazing things to pay them back. What a better way to do this than through good education and success.
I think they helped me a lot, even when I was afraid, and they helped me, and they comfort me, and they make me convinced that going abroad is a better way to for my life.
It's gonna be hard at first because I don't have any friends over there, but I think when time passes, I'm gonna make more friends and have more people with me. I really don't have much idea about my future. I think I would like to stay at other places because I've been staying here for too long. I will definitely come back for my family or stuff. I don't have a specific dream. I want to do many things, but I don't. Every time when I since I was small, people ask me, what's your dream? I have no idea. I want to do many things, but when you ask me what's my dream, I don't really know what to say. I want to, when I grow up, I want to be able to afford myself and to not only to like support myself financially and also my family, because I feel like they've done so much for me and paid, like especially my dad. I want to like be able to give him an amount of money, and at the same time I can give like my grandma or something, and after giving them the money and I can still live. I want to be able to do that. I need to work hard. I play piano. That's the really not interesting hobby. Like it's really normal.
As loud as lions.